Hello everyone. As some of you are aware that April is Autism Awareness Month, this year I thought I would answer some of the questions that have been put across to me. When I was 12 years old, one afternoon, my mom had sat and explained to me about Asperger's. That was when I came to know that I am slightly different from everyone. As per my initial reaction, I felt very scared and I cried on my mom's lap. However, as I got older, I started accepting it and looking for positivity in every situation. I began to understand that every human being is different on earth. And nobody is a typical human being and everybody has their flaws. When I'm in a social gathering, I like to be treated like any other person on earth. When I'm in a gathering, I tend to get too eager, too inquisitive, and too physically close to people. When I do that, people tend to advise me a lot. However, I now understand the socially accepted behaviors. And I'm beginning to understand all this. And I think that every human being on earth is unique, and every human being has their flaws. A little bit of quirkiness definitely does define me. Some social topics that I find difficult to understand are, like let's say people in my age group are talking about books and movies and their favorite heroes and celebrities. Then I find it difficult to process. I have so much of interest in knowing about people as such and their relationships with others. However, I now know that I have to branch out and get interested in what's happening around me and in more age-appropriate topics. When I see others who are different from me, I get inspired, influenced, or sometimes I get confused as to why are they doing this when I don't do this. When other people do good things, I definitely get inspired. I read a lot about autism. It is a huge spectrum and not everyone in the spectrum are the same. I would like to lift others up as well. However, I am not there yet because I still have more work when it comes to lifting myself up, and it is definitely still a work in progress for me. When I see the typical behavior of other human beings, I see that sometimes people tend to complicate their lives and think too much. However, when it comes to people with autism, we are more organized and we have set rules for ourselves. I think that generally in life, we should always take things with the flow and we should never worry about what others think of us, because what we think of ourselves matters the most. Everybody has a different method of handling their emotions. Some people prefer to write in a journal, some people prefer to take time off and introspect, some people prefer to do things that they like, such as taking a nap, taking a hot shower, or listening to soothing music, or going for a walk, and stuff like that. However, when it comes to me, when I feel sad, I tend to cry a lot. And I prefer talking to a person about it, as that is the best way I can release my emotions. When I talk to people, sometimes people tend to get irritated and lose their patience. I want people to understand why I feel a certain way and be there when I need that support. Any mental health issue that the child goes through is very challenging for the family, especially for the person who's going through it. When the child has some mental issues, 90% of the parents are in denial. When the mental health system is in place, even when the parents are in denial, they will know what to do next. They will know what therapies their child requires and stuff like that. In every mental health issue, the first step is diagnosis, the second step is treatment, the third step is acceptance, and the fourth step is healing. India needs to have a better healthcare system in place. That way people who are going through mental issues can seek help easily so that they can navigate through their way in order to heal. US has a great healthcare system in place. I am very fortunate to have received help in the US throughout my childhood. I feel parents should definitely receive proper guidance and counseling in order to understand how to deal with their kids in an effective way. The new thing that I have learned this year is about boundaries. I have understood that every relationship needs time and space, and we should always give others the space they need. And we should never force others to share things with us if they don't want to share. And it is a very healthy way to have a relationship. I would like to first give a special thanks to my mom, who has always been a best friend to me and helping me to navigate through this journey. I would also like to thank Dr. Goodman, who has been a great pediatrician to me ever since my childhood. I would also like to thank my therapists Cindy, Anthony, and Kimberly. And I would also like to thank my therapist Sadire Numa ma'am, who are currently working with me. A special thanks goes to them. And I would also like to thank my good friends for helping me a lot whenever I have always confided in them and reached out for help with my mental issues. And I would like to thank the others as well. Thank you everyone for listening to me. See you all in my next video. Happy Autism Awareness Day.